Hello children, in this session we discuss the chapter soil resources. Under this chapter, first of all you should study what is soil and then importance of soil. So what is soil? You know that soil is mainly formed out of rocks. When the rocks are powdered into small particles, that process is called what? Weathering. So due to the process of weathering there forms soil. So what is soil? The loose rock material which forms the thin upper surface of the earth crust is known as soil. So what is the importance of soil? You know that we depends upon soil for many things. We get many things directly and also indirectly from the soil. Directly we are obtaining fruits, vegetables, cereals, everything. Then we are also depending upon animals for meat, egg, etc. So those animals are actually directly depending upon soil. Okay, they are eating the plants in which growing in the soil. So that in this way we are mainly depending upon the soil. Then also for clothes, even for house construction, for getting minerals we are getting from the soil. So for all these reasons we are depending upon soil. So soil is, these are all the importance of soil you have to study. Then we discuss about soil formation. What is that? Mainly the process pedogenesis. What is pedogenesis? The process of soil formation is called pedogenesis. Then what is pedology? The study of the formation of soil, the study of the particular branch of science of studying only focusing on the study of soil formation is called pedology. Then we discuss important factors which are affecting the soil formation. Which are the important factors? One of the important factor is that climate is the most important factor which affect the soil. You know, if you go to desert region you find what is that, sand there. Then if you go to the riverside or any other area, clayish kind of soil. So the region which get intensive what is that, rainfall, there you find a different kind of soil. The region which is most of the time dry, where there is no rainfall, there you find a what is that, different kind of soil. So like that, the climate is a major factor which affect the formation of soil. Then you see another important factor is that parent rock. Parent rock means we said that soil is formed from the rocks. So different kind of rocks. So what is that? The soil obtains the nature in which it is formed. Like you know, black soil is mainly formed out of igneous rocks. Igneous rocks is mainly formed out of lava. So the soil which is formed out of igneous rock has got the black color. Okay, black in color. So black soil is formed. So in this way, what is that? The soil obtains the nature of the parent rock. Then there's what a relief of the topography. Relief of the topography means like sometimes steep slope, mountainous region, very steep slope. Then what happen? Continuous what is that, falling of soil. Okay, weathering take place, so that due to the gravitational force, what happened? The soil slide down from the slopes of the mountain, so it forms a thick layer. If it is a gentle slope, soil formation is slowed down, so that what happened, there forms a thin layer only. So accordingly the topography, some region if there are no slope, plain region, so like that different relief features are mainly affecting the soil formation. Then the time is also a factor. How? Because the time means what is that, it takes a long time for the formation of a very thin layer of soil. So soil, that is also an important factor of formation of soil. These are all. Then the what is, when we discuss about composition of soil, what is it? It is a mixture of inorganic and organic material. What are the inorganic materials? Like minerals. And what is it, organic materials are like humus. So this is the composition of soil. Then when we discuss about soil profile, you should know the soil has got topsoil and subsoil. So topsoil is so important for the growth of the trees, because all the what is a humus consist in the topsoil. So if the topsoil is washed away, what happen? No trees can grow there. The land become barren. So the soil profile, the topsoil is there, very important layer, and below the topsoil comes subsoil where the parent rocks and rock bowls are all found. Okay, then moving to the next page, we discuss four type of soil, four important type of soil which are found in India. Which are the four important type of soil? Alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, and laterite soil. These are the four important type of soil which is found in India. You see this alluvial soil here. In this diagram you can see alluvial soil. You see alluvial soil is clearly shown here. You see all four type of soil is here in the first map. Here you can see this is black soil. Yes, black soil. Then alluvial soil is found in the, you see this region. Here it is alluvial soil is found. Okay, then here also some places, then here alluvial soil, all these regions. So these are all the region where alluvial soil is found. Okay, you can see that very light yellowish color, that is what alluvial soil. Okay, so when in the examination, when you are asked to mark the soil in the map, you have to mark not only in one place you mark, then you mark it as alluvial soil. Wherever the region alluvial soil is found, you have to shade with the color, the same color. Then you have to make a box like this as it is shown here. You have to make a box like this. This is a box. Then you have to write alluvial soil. Clear? Then black soil is there found. You see black soil region. Here is the black soil found. These are the region, black soil, and then you draw like this similar kind of box. Then you have to write black soil. So you understood that how to do it in the map work. So you can see here in this map, you look at this map so that you can identify wherever the alluvial soil is found. Okay, so you understand in which other region alluvial soil is found. You can see in the northern India, North India, you see at the foothill of Himalayas, this region. Then in the South India, these are the region, coastal region here, and these are the region you find alluvial soil. So you have to study about alluvial soil, the characteristics of alluvial soil you need to study. Where it is? Yes, you have to study what alluvial soil about. Yes, different type of alluvial soil. See, first of all, it is explaining that in which other region this soil is found. So you have to study in which other region it is found. The name you have to write. In North India, it is found in Ganga and Brahmaputra, Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra plains, like, okay, extending from Pakistan to Bangladesh. How it is extending from Pakistan to Bangladesh? Here you see, that means it says that it is extending from here, Pakistan is here, it is from the west to here, Bangladesh. Full diagram is not seen. Bangladesh up to here. It is extending from the west to here, Bangladesh up to here, east. You can see the alluvial soil. It is true. Yes. You can see here, you see it is extending everywhere alluvial soil up to Bangladesh. Then in the South India also it is spreading over. Clear? Okay. Now the next is characteristics of alluvial soil. It is a transported soil. Why alluvial soil is a transported soil? Because alluvial soil is most of the time brought down by the rivers. Okay, so the rivers, they origin from the mountainous region. So rivers are originating from the mountainous region like this. They origin from the mountainous region. Okay, North Indian rivers are all origin from the Himalayas. So as they bring down all the sediments, all the debris, all the wastages, then they deposit all these things here. They deposit all the wastages, all the soil, everything here. So like that there forms a plain here in this region with the alluvial soil. This is how alluvial soil is formed. So here also if you observe, you see number of rivers. These rivers, see here rivers. Okay, so wherever the rivers are there, these rivers do the deposition. They deposit this alluvial soil. Okay, so these are the depositions. So that is why how they are transported from the mountainous region. Okay, they have traveled a long distance and got deposited in this region. So that is why we call alluvial soil as the transported soil. Clear for you? So this is what transported soil. Then comes, so they are very coarse in upper valley and fine in the lower valley. Coarse means what is that? Their size, no? Suppose you see their coarse, the soil has got the size, no? Particles, somewhere the size is, this is the coarse, okay, in the upper valley. Suppose this is the river origin from the mountain. So slowly if it reaches like this, so in the upper region they have got a coarse, okay, their size is bigger. Why? Because the rocks are all rubbing each other, so they are broken into bigger particles, like small pebbles like. So as it reaches to this region, slowly their size keep decreasing. Then when it comes to this region, they are fine particles. So they become very fine particles like this. Understood? So in the upper valley there are coarse, lower valley, lower coarse, lower coarse, they are very fine. That is all about. Clear? Then it is rich in humus, potash. So all these characteristics you need to study. It is not possible to explain everything here. You read out and learn. Then what is Bangar and Khadar? I told you in the upper valley this alluvial soil is coarse. Okay, so the alluvial soil which is found in the upper valley is called Bangar. So this is a what is that old alluvium, and what is it is less fertile. Okay, these are not very fine particles and it is also less fertile. Understood? So Khangar, so this contains Khangar means pebbles you understood, and gravels. Why? Because in the upper course only the rocks start rubbing each other, breaking, so they are bigger in size, so they are called Khangar or pebbles. Okay, they are older alluvium, remember. And the next is here you see Khangar is what? New alluvium. Khangar is known as new alluvium. They are found in the what is the lower course of the river, lower valleys. Okay, they are found in the layers. So they are found in the lower level of the river. Clear? They are yellowish in color. They are newer alluvium and they are very fertile. That is what Khadar. So Bangar and Khadar you need to by heart. Then you also have to learn the difference between the alluvial soil which is found in North India and Peninsular India. So alluvial soil is found in North India. I showed you in the map, isn't it? Which are the region this alluvial soil found in North India? You see the region. These are the region in which alluvial soil is found in North India. Here you see. Okay, and then the alluvial soil which is found in South India. You see this region contains the part of South India. So question is that what is the difference between alluvial soil which is found in North India and the alluvial soil which is found in South India. Clear? So that is a difference you need to make out. So that differences is shown here in this table. So alluvial soil in this region formed by river Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra. That you all know in the northern India, these are the river flows. But in South India, which are the river alluvial soil is mainly formed by which are the river? Godavari, Krishna, Narmada. Because these are the river which flows in the South India. Then these are porous, these are non-porous. Porous means they allow the percolation of water. Water is absorbed. The alluvial, this one is a water retention. They are not much porous like. Then so these are all the major difference you have to go through. And the next is, next page we discuss what is that. Yes, transporter soil, all those what is given in the box you need to learn. Okay, then black soil is that what I told you, black soil is mainly formed out of igneous rocks. So they are black in color, so they are known as Reger. Black soil is also called Reger soil. Okay, it is mainly found in the Deccan Trap region. So where is that black soil in the map? You can see here, Deccan Trap. You see, this is the Deccan region where the black soil is found. Okay, so this is the Deccan region where the black soil is found. Clear? And the next is, so you have to also study the characteristics of, just like what is the alluvial soil, here also you have to study about characteristic of black soil. Then you have to also study in which are the region these are found, then which are the crops grown, all these you have to study. Then red soil also. Red soil, why? Because about 10% of the area is covered in India by red soil. These soils are formed in the areas of poor rainfall. Okay, that's why I said formation of soil mainly depends upon the climatic condition also. So wherever poor rainfall, there find the red soil. So why they are red in color? You know, because of the presence of iron oxide, they are found red in color. You see, characteristics, features you have to study of red soil. Features you need to study, characteristic features, number of questions comes there. What is that? Then what are the characteristic features? Then you have to study up to where? Question number 20, characteristic features, it is there. Okay, so you have to learn from here, answer 20 from here to till here. Okay, then so you look at the textbook from the back, so you can cover all these question and answers. Okay, so the next is which one? Laterite soil. Okay, laterite soil also same thing, characteristics, region, all these you need to just go through. All right, so next is that what are the causes of soil erosion? You need to study the soil erosion. You have to study soil erosion. Okay, what is soil erosion? It is the removal of topsoil by the agents. So then which are the type of soil erosion? This also you need to study. Sheet erosion, gully erosion, rill erosion, stream bank erosion, etc. you need to study. Okay, then when we discuss about sheet erosion, what is that? Soil is eroded like this. Okay, in this way, from a large area, we can call it as sheet erosion. Then gully erosion means, you see, it is eroded in the form of small gullies. Suppose like this, small gullies are formed. In this way, gully erosion. Then rill erosion is there. This is a kind of finger kind of shape is formed. Okay, later on this can be widened. So this kind of erosion, these are the three type of erosion mentioning here. Then comes stream bank erosion. Stream bank erosion means mainly this is happens in the river side. The erosion which take place in the river area is called stream bank erosion. And one more type of erosion is there, that is what is that? Shore erosion. Okay, shore erosion is also there. Shore erosion is what? It is happening. Shore erosion, from the name only you can understand, no? In the coastal area, the shore erosion is taking place due to the action of the waves in the coastal region. Then wind erosion. The wind also causes the erosion of the soil. So because there are less vegetation, so what happens, the speed of the wind increases in those regions, so such kind of erosion take place. So these are. Then conservation of the soil you need to study. What is conservation of the soil? You see, it is our duty to protect the soil. Okay, soil erosion can take place so easily, but formation of soil, it takes many years, millions of years. So once the soil is loosened and it is eroded, it takes long time for to form the very thin layer of soil. So it is so important to conserve the soil. So you have to learn the definition. What is this? This is the answer. Refer the question. Okay, and the next one is that, so you can use this table for learning the important facts instead of going through the whole chapter, means all explanation after reading the chapter. For learning the important points, you can use this table. Clear? Okay, so I think we have covered the chapter. Then rest, whatever is not mentioned, you don't have to study. Whatever is in the syllabus already we discussed. These are all the answers I have marked in all those pages. Okay, so you can post those pages, otherwise you can also see from the study material and cover. So these are the, you see the answer, you can write here. This answer you can write. Okay, this question's answer I have written in this page. You can also follow the study material. Then the next is here, this page also you can follow here. See, these are the answer that I have written here. You see, you can refer from the study material, otherwise you can pause this video and also mark down. Okay, so answer question number 12, it is there. Question number 12 at the bottom I have written. Otherwise all the page number, everything is here. Okay, then map work you have to do in a map. You get a physical map of India, then you have to do this map work. Okay, so do it on an outline map of India. Clear? So children, I am winding up this. I hope that this will help you to understand this chapter in a better way.